Daily Broadside, day 268. I went to Wendy's yesterday because that was the only option where I was. I eat in my truck, I go in, do something, I come back out about an hour later, I open my door, and it was like, God, it was just so disgusting, the smell in my truck. I mean, it smelled like hot vomit or something. It was like John Wayne Gacy's crawl space. It was like Dave Thomas's ass. That's what it smelled like in my truck. So I take all that crap and I throw it in the bed of the truck. So I was like, God, man, this is horrible. So I'm not eating Wendy's anymore. And I think it's the French fries. I think that's what is most of the smell coming from. But it was just horrid. And I thought to myself, if that did that in my truck in 1 hour, I was like, what must these poor Wendy's employees smell like at the end of their shift when they go home? I mean, you'd have to have a special vehicle just to transport yourself to work and back, and that's all you used it for, was your Wendy's car, because you would stink that car up to high heaven. Unless they got showers in the back of Wendy's, and I doubt they do. You'd have to come home and like delouse like John Rambo, before you went in the house. It reminds me of the Greensboro Coliseum. Back in the day, that was the place to be where I lived. A short 30-40 minute drive and you'd be at the Coliseum. You got a $20 ticket to see your band. You got a $20 t-shirt to commemorate the occasion. And back in the day, in the late 80s, you could smoke in the Coliseum. And that was fun. You could see the the opening act there very well. But by the time the main act took the stage, there was just like this fog and haze. It looked like Silent Hill in that place. It was so thick you could barely see through, to see the stage. It was crazy. It was like this huge cloud just was floating above the arena. And you'd go home and you'd have to wash your clothes 2 or 3 times because you just absolutely reeked from 19,000 people smoking all at the same time. It was insane. You can't get that kind of smell out. I kept seeing this girl the other day, and she's just doing these tone deaf renditions of songs. And it was horrid. She had the words all wrong, and it just wasn't a good singer at all. And so I was like, why is this crap popping up? So I went and looked at her profile, and what does it say in her little bio thing? It's like, immediately it's like, I'm in a relationship, don't be messaging me. And I'm like, slow down, turbo, damn. God, I mean, why does everybody gotta assume that? I mean, you look like a truck tire. Like, nobody's gonna be messaging you. Bitch, slow your shit down, man. It's not. I went through a short CCR phase in high school before I realized that, what's the point of CCR when there's Bob Seger making better songs? You don't need both of those in your life. But I will say, for all of John Fogerty's ignorance and everything, that Fortunate Son, man, he knocked those dang lyrics right out of the park, because that is so true about the elitists in this world running stuff and running game on everybody, the plebeians and the serfs that are beneath them. Not actually, but, theoretically, I guess, figuratively, maybe is what I should be saying. And you can now get clones of your pets. You've been able to do this for a while, but it's now getting to where it's like flat screen TVs. It's actually getting to be somewhat cost effective. It was like $100,000, it's $50,000, now it's like $20,000-$25,000. But you gotta think about it, man. If you're like Elon Musk or Warren Buffett and you got this Bichon Frise dog or whatever that you just love with all your heart and everything, you could really just play caution, throw it to the wind. It wouldn't matter. You could play catch with the dog across a highway. The dog gets hit by a car at 60 miles an hour, doesn't feel anything. You just call up and be like, hey, I need another Bichon Frise. This one got run over by a reindeer, kind of thing. And you wouldn't even need to cry about it, because why would you cry? Dog didn't feel nothing. You got another one coming in the mail. If you accidentally tied it to the rear bumper of your car like Clark Griswold, little mutt kept up the first couple miles, what are you gonna cry about? Just order another Bichon Frise. I just like saying Bichon Frise. And I'm tired of all these happy ice cream shops. I want a different form of ice cream shop. I want an evil ice cream shop. I want dark, macabre, doom, goth, just like black metal. It's all venom and Demi Borgir and Cradle of Filth and all this. You walk in, it looks like the ice cream shop looks like Paul Booth's like Last Rites tattoo shop. You walk in, all the ice cream is black, the cones are black, everything's dyed black. It tastes the same, but it's all black. So, you know, everything is just doom and gloom, you know. Instead of everything being pastels and sunny and happy and all this crap like all ice cream shops tend to be. Baskin Robbins, everything's pink and purple and fuchsia and magenta and all. No, evil, death, Satan ice cream, right? And that's what you could call it, evil, death, Satan ice cream. You know, there's no bell that rings. It's just like cradle of filth. Ooh.